They did not think they were getting back together again. Or they're ready to call it quits. How else would you know something if you didn't experience that? They experienced something that could have broken them, but they got out of that. It is what it is. What happened is what happened. And they said, though, how they got through it is, it's Akan, your relationship coach. Will and Jada decided to separate in their relationship. They had broken up. This was a couple of years back because things were not working in their relationship. So they decided to go their own separate ways. And Will tells Jada to go find her, to go figure out how to make herself happy. August enters the picture. Apparently he wasn't really his best self. He was not really healthy. And so they wanted to help him out. And so Jada explains that she finds herself in an entanglement with August. At some point in Jada and August's relationship, August decides to stop all communication with Jada. And by that time, Jada went through a lot of growth process. She grew a lot. She learned about herself. She says that she was in a lot of pain at that time. Will asks his wife, Jada, what is it that you were looking for when you got into that relationship with August? Jada answers that she just wanted to feel good. It had been such a long time that she didn't feel good, so she was looking just to feel good. What Jada had learned through this process was that she tends to seek people that she can fix. She tends to look for things in another person that she can fix. It's part of her trauma experience as a child, which means when she was younger, she found value through fixing people, through fixing things is where she felt most valuable. And so she would be attracted to relationships in which she felt that she can fix the other person or help the other person in some way. That's the kind of relationships that she would be interested in friendships, romantically, and such. Will mentions that it kind of feels like what Jada did was a transgression, which means what Jada did was offensive, going against the code, against the general rule of what they agreed to, which a lot of people also probably felt, which is why it was such a, what's the word? Buzz, exciting in the media, talk of the town for some time. But Jada actually doesn't feel that way. Jada doesn't feel that it was a transgression because of all the things that she learned. She learned so much about herself. She healed herself. She figured out how to make herself happy. If she had not figured that out, then for sure they would actually be divorced right now. But it was a good thing that they separated because they did need some time apart to figure out what is going on within themselves. She's able to really love unconditionally. Will showed her that he's also able to love unconditionally. How they got through that time, right? Because of course Will was hurt during that time. He probably didn't expect Jada to do that, right? But it is what it is. What happened is what happened. And they said, though, how they got through it is through communication, through therapy, through being honest. And actually, that's one thing that they say is that they have been the kind of a couple that have always said the truth no matter what. They've always had that foundation of honesty, which is how they're able to continue to, which is how they're able to take that skill and use it in the time where it could have broken them, right? Instead, it built them up into becoming a stronger couple, actually. And if for any reason you are unhappy, it's up to you individually to figure out what it is that's making you unhappy. It can never be the other person making you unhappy. And happiness comes from the inside, right? The other person who you're with only adds to your happiness. They can only add to your happiness, but you need to have your own happiness. You need to know and understand what it is, why it is, better yet, that you are valuable, why it is that you should be happy. Not should be, but why it is that you are a valuable and important person. Why it is that there's so many things to look forward to, so many things to be appreciative of right now. It's up to you to figure out those things. It's up to you to ask yourself those hard questions. And sometimes the way you get to those answers is through a relationship, is through being broke, is through going through something extremely painful. Pain is such a great teacher, right? In Jada's case, her pain was that she hadn't felt good in a long time. And probably she hasn't felt good in a long time because she didn't ask herself those tough questions. Maybe she wasn't expressing herself as much as she wanted to. Maybe she fixed all the things that she could fix, and now there was nothing left to fix because she said her childhood trauma was fixing things, right? So maybe she had fixed all things and there was nothing left to fix and she didn't know what else to do. And maybe she thought she was worthless because there was nothing else to fix. And so she was unhappy, right? Because everything was going well for her, actually. And so she had to look within herself and figure out, okay, like what is going on. Throughout that journey, She realized her value is not in fixing people or fixing things, right? Probably recognize her own self-worth in just being who she is, right? And genuinely doing what it is that she loves to do and sharing that with other people, because that is what makes you valuable. It's just the fact that you are, period. The fact that you're alive, you're valuable. The fact that you have something that you want to share, it's valuable. Somebody wants to listen to that. Their prize was unconditional love. Because they had went through this, now they know that they love each other unconditionally, because how else would you know something if you didn't experience that? And for you, that could be like a financial thing. Maybe your partner is broke, maybe your partner doesn't have any money, right? In the times of troubles, how do you guys react? How do you guys support each other, or how do you guys not support each other? All these things will let you know more about the other person, let you know what you guys are both capable as a partner. If there's anything else that specifically that you wanted to know about, let me know. Thank you for watching, and